Alright, everybody, I think we're live. Welcome back to Pokemon Unite. And today in Pokemon Unite is... Actually, I think my TV's loud? No, that's just naturally how loud Pokemon Unite is. I mean, we're here. We're gonna play Pokemon Unite. I don't know how popular this is gonna be. And I don't really want to be here. But this is Pokemon, and it is a Pokemon-related thing, and it is at least something that I used to like doing. So I feel in all fairness, we're gonna give Pokemon Unite another chance to redeem itself. After... I don't know how long it's been since I've played this game, actually. And I guess I could look it up, but I don't really have much of an interest in looking it up. Hi, TrueSoul77, how you doing? You're playing A Hat in Time? Oh, I heard of that game. Is that the one where you get, like, a bunch of different costumes? I guess we have Shiver City now. I'll have the lobby open for a bit, but I don't expect anybody to enter. Hi, Jerry, how are you doing? Let me double check audio just in case audio is weird. Yeah, audio looks fine. Audio is fine, thank you for the confirmation. Trying out Cobblemon for the first time? Ooh. I want to do that eventually. Like, I was a big Pixelmon person, and I haven't taken to Cobblemon yet, but I've heard a lot of reviews saying that Cobblemon has kind of hit that point where it has surpassed Pixelmon. So I would be interested to see what it's like whenever I get a computer and I can do Minecraft Java. But I haven't actually watched any gameplay of Cobblemon yet, because I want that to be an entirely new experience for me. But it looks pretty good, from an outside perspective. Alright, well, no point in killing time right now. Let's get up a Shiver City lobby. So they added Ho-Oh into the game. And they also got rid of the EX function, where some Pokemon are just brain dead better than others, but you can only use one of them. And I guess it only took them like a year or so to figure out that that's a dumb idea. It doesn't make sense. I can join you Unite if you want, if someone needs your party, however, I'm not very good. That doesn't matter. You can play if you want, but... I'm mostly just doing this for the people who come in every once in a while and they're like, hey, when are you gonna play Pokemon Unite next? We're gonna play Pokemon Unite? Because I used to play a lot of Pokemon Unite. And then the people who make this game decided to absolutely dumpster it and make it the worst thing in the world. And now I absolutely really don't like playing this game. However, I'm willing to give it a chance to redeem itself. Just because it is the 3rd anniversary. Every time I've joined, I've been run down by Zacian and Mega Mewtwo. They have tamped those two down, apparently. Because they don't have the EX license systems anymore, so they're not going to try and make Pokemon explicitly better than other Pokemon. They're just going to try and balance them all out to being around the same. Which fixes part of the problem. What they need to do is they need to fix their matchmaking system, because people who have literally played the game for like... Hold on, I'm being run down by a Mewtwo. People who have played the game for like 10 hours get put in the same lobbies with... Or like the same matches with people who have played the game for 10 years. Even though this game's only been out for 3 years. And it's just, the lobby making is just not good. Oh, the people who were down here didn't even take their meows. Just die! Mewtwo is the worst kind of Mewtwo. There are other guys already Charizard. What? What happened on the other lane? Did they just, like, KYS? I guess this one's only level 7 and I'm level 6, but, like, still, though. Ugh. It's really helpful in this game when you have teammates. They should add that as a feature. The worst part is this Leafeon probably is going to have like 10k damage to the end of their name, but because they got those 35 points right there, they're now cemented to be the best player in the game. I mean, this could just be a 2-hour rant live stream where I actively say everything that is just bad about this game. Because I could go 2 hours about why this game is bad now. Main reason this game is bad and why it's hard to play, there's just no new maps. Like, not only do they just release a character, like, every 3 months or so now, but there's just no new maps to play on. They haven't added anything in terms of maps except for that Sky Ruins map. That was, like, within the first year, I think for the first year anniversary. We're 2 years on now, and they haven't added another map into the game. That is abysmally slow. And it would be different if they had more characters, but they've also slowed down their character creation rate. And they've openly admitted that their character creation rate is not as fast as they would want. So where is all the development time going? And how hard is it to make a map? They still have a map that they haven't even released yet from the original trailers of that island map. Because, like, a year or so ago, I went to the original Pokemon Unite trailers. Because I was thinking about making a video, like, things that they haven't done yet in Pokemon Unite that they could do. And there was a map that they showed initially that was like an island. And on the island, they had, like, Galvantulas, they had, as, like, the wild spawn. And it was very tiki-themed. And that just disappeared. Nobody knows whatever happened to that map. And also in that map, they showed the score of the game. Why is it that they still don't show the score of the game inside of the game? It doesn't make logical sense. Because they show the different scores in the game and how much they each cost. Like, it would be different if, like, oh, this player scored a high point score and it does the, what a goal! Or maybe you score a lower point score, like a 7, and it just goes, boink! But no, it shows you the exact point value that you scored. So logically, if you wanted to play this game optimally, you could just play it in a room with 5 people and have a 6th person that just counts the score the entire game. And can go, alright, it's currently... the current score is that it's 623 to 418. So you just need to score 2 more hundreds and 6 points and you win. I don't think that math works out to be exactly correct. But you could do that. So why don't they just show the score in-game? It doesn't make sense. And so many people have said, just show the score in-game. When you could just math out who is winning and who is losing. And I think I know the reason why they don't show the score is because initially, based on how the matchmaking for this game is currently going, they wanted to hide the score by making it kind of relative, so you don't know how many points you're scoring at a time, and you don't know, like, how many points it takes to break a goal, or anything like that, with just bars. Because they want to gatekeep children into playing this game for as much as possible, that's why they use bots. We'll talk about the bots later. But I think the reason why they don't show you the score in the game is because they just want to gaslight children into, like, playing a game with entirely bots. And even if they don't score enough points to win, the game will just tell them that they scored enough points to win. Against the bots. But that's my running game theory. Okay, it's 2 people in the lane and a Fletchender. We're playing actual people. And, okay, the Fletchling is throwing. Good to know, good to know. Let's get the heck out of Dodge. Oh, give me that. Ah, give me the flamethrower. So if you didn't show the score, like, in the actual game lobby, another benefit of not actually showing the score to players is that, like, that they're scoring. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought whenever that Athletics health started going back up. Another benefit of directly not showing them the score is that you can also fudge, like, their own, like, how well they did in the game compared to other players. Because if they don't do, like, better than specific teammates in, like, ways of defeating them, like, they defeat 6 players or something like that. Ow. They defeat 6 players or something like that, but the AI defeats 7, and they don't score more points than the other players, then you can just make it look like they still did better than the other person by fudging the score numbers. So I think the reason that they don't show you the score is because initially they wanted to make it so that you couldn't figure it out, just to gaslight children into thinking that they're good at the game. Why is this Gengar's health still so high? The Cinderace is there. I don't want to deal with that. Now I do. Ah, darn it. I love gaslighting children. I do too. But it's different when a what is the word I'm looking for? A multi-million-dollar franchise, multi-billion-dollar franchise even, is using a company with a bit of a nonsensical past, bit of a strange past, use their IP to front this game into gaslighting children to get money from them. Because another problem with this game is that there are like skins in this game that cost $40, which is insane. Like there was that, I haven't seen the prices in a second, but there was the Ninetales skin that cost $40 worth of Aos gems, and there's no way to get Aos gems in this game other than paying for them. So you can't use that option to justify it. This ain't no Peter Griffin Fortnite skin. And then they use the skins on the bots in order to make it seem like people are actually buying the skins, to trick children into buying the skins. Valorant skins? I've never played Valorant. I don't really interact with Valorant that much, or shooters that much in general, except for like Splatoon and Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2. I think those are my only real shooter games I've ever played. And even those are extremely gimmicky. I have the Peter Griffin Fortnite skin. Nice. But it's like, I'm pretty sure, like, you could, if you bought the Battle Pass, like, you could get the Peter Griffin Fortnite skin versus unlocking it for whatever you could at the same time. It's not like there's a Battle Pass where you could unlock that skin. It's just, that's what it cost, upfront cost. So you have to use gems to buy it. Which is abysmally high. Wait, actually, let me go into... I can pick out which Ninetales skin it is. Because I have Ninetales. Valorant, the game is fun, but the community is mostly gross. I think that's a lot of shooters. A lot of shooters are, like, grossly... people who never escaped their mom's basements dominated in their heads. Where the heck is not... Oh, there's Ninetales. I think it's this one in Zerko Trading that you see right now. It might still be the... Hold on. This skin cost 2.5 thousand gems. So let's do the math here. If you want 3,000... Okay. It's not exactly $40. It's... whatever this maths out to. But I'm pretty sure this is on sale from Zerko Trading. They decreased the price. But still, if this is... Is there a better... Wait, no, this is a deal, isn't it? Wait, where's the normal prices? Here's the normal prices. Yes! It's $40! It is a $40 skin! These are the normal prices! You get bonus gems on top of it, but with tax. The tax kind of accounts for the bonus gems, but that is a $40 skin. That is insane. That they would put it that high. It's not even that complicated of a skin. It's... Let me go back. It's... Oops. They made two image... Okay, they might have done some 3D mod... They made a background image for the cabin. And then they made a foreground, a couple of 3D objects that are white rocks with snow on them. And then they made purple clothes. Here. They made a purple clothes that fits around Ninetales. And some bells that are circles. And some ankle bracelets, which are cylinders. And then the ribbons that jut out. I mean, I don't know a lot about 3D modeling, but I feel like this would take somebody, a single person, like a week to make tops. And the amount of money that this one skin they want to make with it is absurd. If 1,000 people bought this skin, it would make $40,000. It's just mind-blowing. Like what? Are you running out of... That's crazy. Also, it's my second day, so I need the... Oops, I need a second stamp. What we need to be doing? Scoring points and checking out snapshots. That's not just shooter. Yeah, for the toxic communities, 100%. But I think shooters are more dominated by that kind of thing because they have like voice chat and stuff. Like you won't get that kind of like confirmation in Pokemon Unite because there's no like open voice chat. Like there is voice chat, but nobody uses it. Whereas with shooters, you have to be actively talking with people in intense situations. Like real, like Valorant shooters. But yeah, I was confused a second there because the cost was decreased, and I was like, oh, maybe it doesn't cost $40. It only costs like with that deal, it would be like $25. But the normal prices, it would cost at least $40 you would have to spend on the game to get that skin. That is ridiculous. And then for a while there, pretty much every character that they introduced would be the strongest character in the format. I don't remember when... Well, I guess I might have stopped paying attention. That might still be true. I played quite a few Saralages today. Just in practice. Let me change this to this. But I played quite a few Saralages in practice, and Saralage seems to just never die. Kind of like Scizor, though. Like, I'm not sure if I fear Scizor or Saralage more. They're both pretty comparable in my mind. But for a while there, it was like Tyranitar, Mewtwo, who else was getting released around that time? Like, all the Pokemon around that time were the biggest Pokemon in the format, and then had to be toned down. So if you wanted to play the game, you had to buy the newest character. And I feel like that was not done, like not on purpose. Like, I get wanting to have a character be good, so that way people will buy into it. However, releasing the character and then nerfing it, like, a couple weeks later, when it becomes, like, free to play, or after 3 weeks later when it's been out for a while, is very different than having a character that's a little bit too buffed and just kind of stays that way. Like, it feels like they were just not balance checking Pokemon. And the pinnacle of them not balance checking Pokemon was Mewtwo Y for like a whole 6 months, and then it became Miraidon. Because Miraidon, it would click Charge Beam, and if you had a move that involved you staying still for 2 seconds while you were on your base, the Charge Beam killed you. There was no way around it. You had to dodge the Charge Beam or it would kill you in 2 seconds. Miraidon was stupidly nuts. Help, how do I join? There's the lobby ID in the top left. And then you have to use lobby search. Lobby search. But Miraidon was the pinnacle of the problem, where they introduced an insanely overpowered Pokemon that not only would like become a week later that you could unlock with coins, it took a very long time to get Miraidon if you didn't want to pay for it, because they have this stupid dice system. Let's talk about the dice system. The dice system is the stupidest unlock method I have ever seen for anything in a game. I don't even remember where. I'm so mad I can't even remember where it is on the screen. Rewind the code if you need it for whatever reason. Where is this? This blasted dice system. So, for pretty much, like, the past 3 or 4 Pokemon that they've given out for free, they've had this dice system, where you have to roll this dice, and if you get a 1, you have to roll it again. If you want to get the Pokemon, then you have to roll it again, and hope that you roll higher. I'll take a 3 for now. And you have to use coins for that. There's no other way than spamming 100 coins if you want the Pokemon that's at the end of the thing. Because it lasts for like 25 days max. I think these have lasted for. And you get a dice every day. And you get usually a dice through another method, like the anniversary. You get 3 dice through the anniversary. And then you can roll 1 dice at a time. You can't collect them. You can't collect them. God forbid you collect you have 5 dice at a time by logging in and just collecting the dice each day. No, you have to play the game actively each day in order to actually use your dice. I need to be Snorlax for the next battle. I gotta remember that. But actually, we're not done with the dice system. But if you roll the dice system, you move along the path. And it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 spaces to get to 100 or 150 points. And usually you get 100 points. It feels like 2/3 of the time you get 100 points. But even if you rolled 6s every time, you would need 3 dice to go through 1 path to get 100 points, we would say. And if you need 1,000 points to unlock Ho-Oh, then you need, according to math, you would need 10 times 3 dice. You would need 30 dice. So you pretty much have to play every day. And do the extra dice stuff. If you get 6 for every roll. Give or take, not getting 6 for every roll and getting 150 points. and your tile missions also give you 10 points, which negates you having to get 6 every day. But they just don't give you enough dice to realistically, by odds, like, you have at most like a 50-50 chance whether or not you actually get the legendary. We're gonna go back to Unite Lobby so we can get another game up now. Alright, let's get started. But you have to roll the dice. You can't store the dice. You have to play each day. You have to do a different thing each day, which is fine by itself. But the fact that it's all based on gambling, whether or not you unlock this thing that they're trying to give you for free, heavily makes me think that they want you to try and pay money to try the other gambling things. Which is just so dumb. Just have an incentive that people can work towards playing the actual game for, instead of having to roll to get dice. Like, it's just so predatory. It makes my mind explode. Like, it was kind of cute the first time that they introduced it, because you could get like 40 dice, I feel like, on that first event. Like, there was a lot of dice the first time. I think Mew was the first time that they did the dice path thing. Oh, and you could also take different paths in the dice pool thing. Now it's just that you go through one path the entire time. Who do I want to pick? Actually, I like our Caledon a lot when I'm playing on controller. Why did you remove me from the lobby? Naminsky, if I have to explain that to you, then that means that you haven't been watching whenever I explain to you why I remove you from the lobby. But they use the dice, even for the one thing that's supposed to be free, and it's supposed to make people come back to the game. Which is just so... Oh, it's Felix. But it's just so stupid. Like, whatever was wrong with the way they originally did it, which was that you could play and get a certain number of points each day. Now the points are randomized down to a dice roll. There's 30 points already. I think we're playing bots. Whoops, I thought it was somebody else there. Hey, no leaving, no leaving. I'm gonna leave. Hello, Sua, how you doing? Well, I guess while we're in a bot game, it would be most appropriate for me to start ragging on the bots. Let's start ragging on the bots. The bots just... they're so stupid. Like, even if you wanted to make bots that feel like they're playing the game with you, they don't think like actual people do. And they've never improved. The bots have been at a flat line, because if you want to rely more on bots, that means that you need to invest more time into developing them and their AIs. But no, the bots are just... I will go out and I will deal as much damage with as many of my moves as possible. And if my health gets too low, I will run back to the healing spot. There goes Talonflame. Which is not only frustrating to play against, but it's frustrating to play with. Because what it comes down to most of the time is which team has more bots. And if you're a person who's played this game for a long time, and the bots, all three of the bots on your team just decide to throw, and give your enemy team more to work with by leveling them up faster, then the game is just over. There's nothing that you can do to overcome that, even if you're at like 17 kills. Because the bots get a losing mentality. Because they want to represent you as a player. So if they're losing, then you are losing. And they will like start to give up. Because it works that way for the enemy team too. That the bots will only try as hard as you do. But then it creates this cycle where the bots keep trying to be worse than each other. And it's just, they just give up. And like, you can have bots that will stay like level 3 for the entire game, but still run into fights like they are level 10. Instead of going out and grinding and maybe becoming like a full stage Pokemon. The bots just don't know what they're doing. And the game matches are so reliant on bots. Like, it would be different if they were just using the bots to like, oh, you lost 3 games in a row against real people. Here's one bot game just to toss it up for you. No, 50% of my games are bot games, and I am terrific at this game. They just use bot games just to pad time for some reason. But it also causes the servers to be more laggy. Because there's more games running than there should actually be games running, and more bots running than there should actually be bots running. So it's just really inefficient. A Pokemon Unite game I have not played in over 2 years. I pity you. I wish I had not played this game in over 2 years. But I am contractually obliged to play this game every once in a while. Oh yeah, let's cherry. Alright, next round. But they use the bots to make it feel like they're actually people playing this game. Because they need the children who are inherently terrible at this game to keep playing it. Because the matchmaking system is just throwing everything it's throwing anything it can at the wall. Like, there is nothing to keep me, as a person who is fully pretty much mastered like quite a few characters in this game, from playing with someone who has only picked up the game 10 hours ago. And I don't understand how, but somehow this game has a player base that entirely just renews itself every month. There is always a player who has only just picked up this game 10 hours ago, and I don't understand how. How do we keep finding these people? Where are they coming from? There is just always somebody. Who just has never played this game before. And just, their brain cells don't work. I'm gonna play Charizard. Actually, no, I don't want to play Charizard in this map. Oh, wait, Mr. Mime is goated on this map. I'm gonna play Mr. Mime. I was Wigglytuff main. Love to play very tanky Wiggly, so to get play support and defense role. Yeah, Wigglytuff is pretty good in this game, or at least was for a while. Because you would just click sing and nothing could ever hurt you. Yeah, these players are at 630. I think they're bots. I think we have another bot game on our hands. Confusion. Get mimed. And bots are just... they're the best sometimes. Like, why use your brain cells to play this game when you could just do this? And they have absolutely no counters to just doing this. Oh, why did I not create my barrier? I need the barrier. That would keep them from running away. Nope. This is the best part about Mr. Mime on this map, is you can just say no. Because it's still good, people just don't see it. I believe that. I don't know, I haven't been playing this game very currently. Just because I really don't like this game. And it doesn't make sense to do things that you don't like, but here I am. I was hoping I'm pushing him into the shield. I have no idea where that shield was going. Got him. Look at our Ninetales. Is the Ninetales wearing the skin? The Ninetales is wearing the skin. I wonder if our Ninetales was a bot. Nah, real person. And it's probably somebody who just liked Ninetales and wanted the skin, but it's just disappointing to see. In case you don't know, so the Ninetales skin cost $40, and that was one of my previous points in the stream I was talking about, is that this game has a $40 skin which is absurd. Hi, Mimikyu, how are you doing? The reason I picked up the game was for Cinderace, but Mimikyu came out, and I had a new main, if you can tell by the name. Ninetales had Score Shield leftovers. Is that really a bot, though? I feel like that's just somebody picking a bad set. Because let me see their profile. And it doesn't do that for bots. Unless the bots have gotten more complicated in my time since I haven't been playing this game. I mean, there's not really a time to rant about events, but the events in this game are just boring sometimes. Like, the only events that I like in this game was Pikachu Party, and... what was the other good one? It was Pikachu Party was fun, because everybody was Pikachu, and, like, it was pretty 50-50 most of the time who would win. It just mostly depended on skill. They also had G-Max Pikachu, which was kind of fun. What was the other event? I can't remember. But so displaced. So many of the events in this game are just items that they add in that makes the game more frustrating to play. Like, in Halloween, the entire thing about Halloween is that you throw a pumpkin at somebody, and then they just don't play the game for half a minute. Like, they're just now a pumpkin. Which makes 2v1s near impossible, because they have 2 pumpkins that they can shoot at you, so they shoot the 2 pumpkins at you. And one of them is bound to hit you. And then they score on you while you're on the goal. And then they just kill you. Those will start it up. I'll have Kanto, Persian, and Primeape if they are not in the game. I don't care still. I think Annihilape has a pretty good chance to get in this game. I don't think they'll do Kanto, Persian, though. Kanto Persian was in... I think it's actually one of the field spawns in one of... oh yeah, there's Kanto Meowths in Shiver City. So I don't think they'll ever add Kanto Persian as playable. No, bots have bad builds, but at least playable ones. Ah, I get what you mean now. They're here because Fire's a cool guy to listen to. Most times. This is the 1% of streams where I have no chill. Because I am playing Pokemon Unite, and my god, this game has fallen off. Oh, another thing that I discovered today, they took away the bonus points that you get for playing a character for the first time. Because I have not played... I need to pick a character. I'm just going to pick Cinderace because Cinderace is brain dead easy. But they took away the extra points that you get for playing a character for the first time. Which, I don't know why. But they decided to do that. Which is just... It's not the straw that broke the camel... Actually, it might actually be the straw that broke the camel's back. Because if they didn't do that, I would be in a better mood like an hour ago. Before I started playing Pokemon Unite. But that might be the straw that broke the camel's back, is they took away the extra points that you get for playing a character for the first time. I'm gonna go this way. Okay, nobody followed me. I honestly don't have much to say about the whole level characters up system. Just because it feels so, like... It doesn't do anything to, like, buff the characters. That's a Zacian. This might be a real game. Ah, so close. Oh, let's go. This Brigatito got the Zacian. I'm gonna dunk these points before I die. I'm gonna dunk these points, and then I'm gonna die. Okay, they just decided to ignore me. I'm gonna get out of here. Take a little bit of burn damage. Hi, K-Wine. How you doing? I'll reset the lobby. Oh, there's a Miraidon. I'll reset the lobby after this game, so people who want to join can join. Goodbye. I click Pyro Ball. Pyro Ball is delete button. There are 2 rules to playing Cinderace. Rule number 1 is Cinderace wins as long as it can land the Pyro Ball. And rule 2 is, as long as you are good, you always land the Pyro Ball. Except for right there, but the Mouse Curado was covering it. So that's fine. Oh, hi. This is a little awkward. Not gonna waste that. I was just going back to my base to heal up. Cinderace always wins if it lands the Pyro Ball, and Cinderace always lands the Pyro Ball. Okay, I might be a little in over my head here. Cinderace always wins as long as it lands the Pyro Ball! I'll have my Miraidon. Oh, I know it's in the bush. I just don't want to touch it. Cinderace wins as long as it always lands the Pyro Ball. And what's this? Oh, Cinderace always wins as long as it lands the Pyro Ball. Cinderace always wins as long as it lands the Pyro Ball. And Cinderace always lands the Pyro... Oh, the Meowscarada actually got credit for that kill. But yeah, that's not really part of a rant. I just think that Cinderace is brain dead easy. And I don't understand why everybody in the game just doesn't play it. But that's kind of besides the point. I mean, I already have talked about how I think the character balancing could be better in this game. But my only real problem with the character balancing is the fact that they just make the new characters super good for no reason. It's cool to see Doduo make the cut, at least. A very cool Birdmon. I do like Doduo. Doduo is fun in this game. I've never played it because I don't really like the speedy characters super much. Unless I'm in a format like this where I don't really care about winning. I'm more of a Mamoswine type of guy. Mamoswine, Garchomp, Charizard kind of guy. Or you should use Greninja, Ceruledge, or Absol. Those are the opposite of the Pokemon I tend to like to use, but I appreciate the recommendation. I gotta break up the lobby in order to make a new lobby. Cinderace wins as long as it hits the Pyro Ball is definitely not 100% accurate. Yeah, I'd say I'm pretty accurate with Pyro Ball. Depends on the scenario. Maybe like 80% accurate, but even then I could just flame charge away and wait for my Pyro Ball to recharge. Let's not do PvE battle. I could rant. I think I'm going to save PvE battle ranting for a little bit later. When I maybe actually do it, but for now we're just going to play Shiver City. Which is not a bad map. It's just kind of annoying that Shiver City is very much you either win at the start or you lose. That's it. You have to take the lead very quickly. Because there is no making a comeback in Shiver City when you're losing. Because the map just isn't big enough. Like, Aroma Park and Merce Stadium are at least big enough that you can hide from people. There's no hiding from people in Shiver City. May Arceus help you in Shiver City. I personally think that Blaze Kick gets better. It gives you movement. I just use Flame Charge for movement. Like, Pyro Ball just deletes everything. And it's not even like it only hits one Pokemon. It's a spread damage attack that pretty much deletes everything that it hits for 75% of their health. And if you miss, then you just Flame Charge away and wait for your Pyro Ball to recharge, and then you do it again. You got room for one more, but I'll give it another 30 seconds or so. I mean, Merce Stadium is just a smaller version of the first map, so it's not that creative. They did add, like, the catch mode. The catch mode is the other mode. When I was thinking about Pika Party, the catch 'em mode was the other mode that I really liked. And then they decided to make it in rotation with the normal battles. With Shiver City, Merce Stadium, and Aroma Park. Which I think was a good move. But also, like, why not just catch 'em on, like, the other maps? Like, now the fact that we can do catch 'em, like, once every 4 days, kind of takes away everything that I like about it. And if I'm not playing Pokemon Unite on that 1 out of 4 day, then I just don't get to play it. But yeah, the Catch 'em and Pika Party are the only actual good events that they've ever made in this game. Halloween event, I already said the Halloween event's trash. The Christmas event, where you just throw snowballs, is kind of fun. I like the fact that it changes out your item for, like, a random item, and some of them are pretty good, but some of them are just clicking a snowball and rolling around as a snowball is kind of boring. Like, there's too many random items, and, like, 2/3 of the item are just boring. Like, I would just rather have a potion. Who do I want to play? Oh, right, I need to play Snorlax. I forgot about that. I need to play Snorlax for my dice roll for today. I remember Rollout was very niche back then, but very fun if you could pull it off. Wigglytuff Rollout, I think, is very fun, yeah. Because you can get, like, if you can angular yourself correctly, where you're in between two walls that are very close to each other, you can just perma-stun, like, two of the two opponents in the rollout, and whenever like the rollout ends, they'll be at like half health, but they'll be stunned for like a solid 5 seconds if you pull it off correctly, which opens them up to other teammates just absolutely dogging them. think our Sprig is a little sleepy. Don't worry though, they won't be docked any points for taking the extra 10 seconds to start the game. Can I get this Charmander? Gotcha! Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Oh, heavy slam, quite effective. Even though that's not actually how that works, but... Oh, why do I have speed on Snorlax? Oh, for block. That's why I have speed on Snorlax. I'm just gonna ignore that Venusaur. In this bush? Oh, it is in the bush. Do it! What, why did the Chandelure leave? We were absolutely slamming down. Hi. I'm just gonna use this because I don't really have a better place to use it. What? Give me block. I assume grinding to unlock new Pokemon is still a grind as hell. Yeah, and they made it even worse somehow. But I've already talked about that, so I'm not gonna rehash over things that I've already said, but basically it's all gambling now. You just have to gamble. Okay, I don't know why my block didn't go up there. I saw the block go up there. And now we're just getting dogpiled. Yeah, the game's pretty much over at this point, but I still want to play it out. Yeah, it's just over. Over here. Oh, I caught the Talonflame, nice. Alright, well at least I got my Snorlax game out of the way. Snorlax wearing a floaty is oddly adorable. I mean, yeah, they did nail that 3D design. It is a nice one. I guess we'll run back in the lobby. That is another thing, though, is that they stopped adding skins that you can get for free in the Hollowware shop. There used to be, like, well, I guess there still is, but there's this currency. Oh, we have a team of 4 now. There's this currency called the Hollowware tickets that they used to give you, like, pretty frequently, and you would get them when you like unlock certain character achievements. But they haven't added any more like actual skins that you can get from that shop in a very long time. In fact, I don't think they added any skins to the shop since like day 1. But they keep pumping out more skins that you can get like by buying the Pokemon Unite license and the skin within like the first week. Just like, seems like there's a lot of those. Maybe you could shovel some of the older ones into the Hollowware ticket shop. But what they do instead is you have to gamble for them. Because they've created this other really dumb system called, I don't know exactly what it's called. It's where you throw the balls. We'll look at it a bit after this game. But they've invented the ball throwing system. And the ball throwing system was designed... You know that guy who, like, openly admitted that, like, the reason he makes mobile games is to target the 1% of people who don't understand what spending money means? It was probably designed by that guy. Because the ball throwing system is just so incredibly frustrating. So what happens with the ball throwing system is that you get 2 balls every 12 hours, or 8 hours. I think it's 12 hours, but you get 2 balls every 8 hours. And those balls are worth 1 point, usually. 50% of the time it's worth 1 point. 40% of the time it's worth 2 points. And then 10% of the time it can be worth anywhere from 3 and up. And I don't know what the max is, it's probably like 10. The most I've ever gotten is 5, even though I have definitely thrown like over 1,000 balls. But you throw these balls, and it requires 40 balls to get a skin that came out like 2 years ago at this point. That everybody has pretty much moved on at this point from that skin. It takes 40 balls. But it resets every day your progress on how many balls you've thrown. So you can only effectively get 4 points on this 40-point thing. At any given time. Is a bot? Yeah, it's a bot. And then there are some things that are worth, like, 10 points, and so, most of the things that are worth, like, 8 points are, like, stickers or something, like, extremely cosmetic that you would never really see. That you can, like, put on your profile page. And there are some skins that get put in there, like, with each ball thing, like, they have, like, different seasons of the ball throwing place. And different rotations. And for every, like, big skin that costs 40 points, there's one that costs 10 points. There's 2 of, like, the Pokemon skins that cost, like, 10 points. And, like, some various other... I don't get hit. Oh, well, I got hit. But you might be thinking, oh, well, it doesn't make any sense. How are you ever supposed to get the stuff that costs 40 points if you can only use 4 points per day? It never works out like that, and you can only use 2 balls every 12 hours. You can use Aos gems to decrease the cooldown. It's just another scam. Like, this is... I feel like something that you could write into like a Saturday Night Live sketch about like a predatory video game where it's like, oh, you get the first 2 points free, but you need 40 points. And then like the other person in the room goes like, okay, well that means that if you get 2 points every 12 hours, that means it would take you 20 sessions, which means it would take you about 10 days to unlock the thing that you want. And then the guy at the computer, like, turns around in his office chair, like, wheels around, and is like, 10 days? No, like, why would it ever take 10 days to get something that you want by playing a video game? You have to spend money, because the 2 points that you used reset at the same exact time every time. And it's like, well, doesn't that mean that the thing that you want inherently costs money? And the developer's like, no, the game is free to play. It's free. You get 2 points for free. It's like, no, it's not a free thing. If it costs 40 points, and the guy at the computer's like, uh-huh. And you get 2 for free. Uh-huh. Maybe even 4 for free if you know, time your collection correctly. Uh-huh. But it takes 40 and resets every day. Yeah, it's free. In what world does that make sense? And the most cruel thing probably about it is that they have these special events where you can get 100 throws. So you would think, oh, 100 throws? That means that I can get the thing that costs 40 points. As long as I do the thing that's worth earning 100 throws. No. They break it up into 10 increments of 10 points. And since each point, in and of itself, can only, if you are extremely lucky, be worth 3 points. If you are extremely lucky, each of your 10 throws will be worth 3 points. Or even your 12 throws, because of your 2 additional ones, is worth 3 points. That's still only 36. Which means you still can't get the 40-point thing. So what is the point in having the 10-point... Oh yeah, sure. What is the point in having the... Oh, did I end lobby? Or did we... It's fine, but... What is the point in having the 40-point thing and giving you 10 points for free on special events if you can't unlock it? You pay it. You have to pay it. You have to pay for that thing that you want. You have to pay for it. You have to gamble. You directly have to gamble and hope that you're... Here, actually, let's go over to the ball throwing thing. Where is it? Is it in... Oh, here it is. Oh, I get my 10 free balls today. I already have this thing. I already have these two. This one was from a previous event. And I think I already unlocked this one with my previous 10 points. But I don't want anything else, so let's take my chances today by using my throws. Oh, that's 1 point. Okay, that's another point. Okay, another 1 point. Aw, things aren't looking great here. Oh, there's 2. Hold on, we got 2. We're now extraordinarily close to getting the skin that came out over a year ago. Oh, there's another 2. Oh, wait, I'm still on cooldown, but I can pay 14 gems to reduce the cooldown. instead of just directly buying the skin for money, I have to pay to gamble again to see if I get more points. And let's say that I get 2 points on each of my cooldowns. 40 minus 12 is 28. So I would need 14 more cooldowns if I get 2 points. And 14 times 14, I should know off the top of my head. What is that? 160... It's 196. 196. And how much money is 196? You have to spend at least $4. I mean, that's just the way it is. You have to spend at least $4 to get that thing that's in the prize machine with the extra coins that I've gotten today. Crazy. What do they do to have to get 100 throws for free? Spend money. Well, that's not exactly the argument that I'm making. The 100 throws for free is 100 throws for free. And that's the way that they frame it. But it's actually just 10 throws a day. 10 times. Which is just such a scummy way to market it. As, oh, you get 100 throws. Uh-oh, you're out of throws on this thing. Might as well spend money to get it now. Because it's too frustrating to use the system that they invented. That wasn't even in the game originally. They just decided to add that on later. It's called corporate greed, guy. I understand that. And I'm not denying that corporate greed, like, doesn't exist or anything. I'm just explaining the entire culmination of why Pokemon Unite is just a dumpster fire. Like, it had so much potential. And then they just decided to throw it all away. It's crazy. I can wait for a sec. I'm gonna get stuff in Pokemon Unite. Yeah, I can wait for a sec. I can talk. Everybody loves talking. Just making a joke. No, I get you. I get you. I just want to make sure I'm confining the argument to be correct and not misrepresenting it in any way. But I get what you mean. Yeah. It's the what's the bit? It's like $10 free stickers from Looney Tunes or something. But yeah, it's just crazy. I cannot believe that a system that predatory on you spending money and just overtly gambling. Because you can't even... Hold on, let me go back to the prize machine. Go back to the prize machine for a sec. You can't even tell what the odds are for you getting a 1, a 2, or a 3, or something higher than that. There's no way for you to know that. I only estimate that it's a 1 is like a 50% chance, even though it's probably higher than that. A 1 is like probably like a 75% chance. And a 2 is like a... Nah, actually, a 1's not that high. Maybe like a 60% chance. And then a 2 is like a 30%, and then... Actually, no, a 2's not even like a 30%. Anything other than a 1 or a 2 is only like a 5% chance of happening. Okay, you can start now? Alright, fair enough. Let me go back. It's just such a predatory system that they just did not need to implement. And again, all of my opinions on using gems to speed up things would be different if there was a way to actually earn gems in-game through playing it. However, there has never been a code, never been an in-game event, never been anything that you can unlock to get gems for free in this game. You have to pay for them. You have to. And even if you make like a small purchase, it's about the mental psychology of purchasing something in a game. that gets you to purchase more things later on. That's how you make addictions, is you do something really small, like a 40-point thing that costs $4, and then you see a $40 Ninetales skin, and you're like, oh, well, I've already spent $4 on this thing. Might as well. It's just crazy. Nah, I don't want to play Umbreon right now. Let me grab... I haven't played Age of Slash in a very long time. I think that's just because Age of Slash fell off at one point. But it is just overtly gambling for children. And odds are that a kid somewhere has just taken a parent's credit card and spent the money on this game. And I cannot imagine how hard it is to try and get that back. It must be impossible. Once money is spent on this game. I mean, I've never spent money on this game and I never intend to. So I can't ever speak to the customer service of this game. However, I imagine it is not good. I imagine once a credit card spends money on this game, that money is now gone. Nice. I don't think our Wigglytuff is real. Just gonna put it out there based on the movement, based on the movements it's currently making. Come here. Oh. Oh, cool, you nice stream. I got a master rank today. Oh, well, nice. Congratulations. I don't think I've ever grinded to master rank in this game. Just because I think I would get a hernia if I tried to play with people in this game for too long over an actual rank. Hey, got the quad. Oops. You could buy. You're really harshing my vibes right now. Could you just not exist? Thank you. I missed everybody there. Yeah, honestly, it sucks playing ranked. You lose in the dumbest ways with dumb teammates. Yeah, the matchmaking in this game is just not good. I touched on it briefly. I'm currently just ranting about Pokemon Unite for all the things that I can. But I took a bit of a break just to play the game there. Even though you're playing a bot game. I think they were just a little bit more subtle about the use of bots. I mean, this match is an absolute massacre. Just because we're playing with bots. They just don't know how to do anything against two actual players. And once you start winning on this map, you just win. But let's shift gears a little bit here. Because now I want to start digging into the PvE mode. But I also want to play the PvE mode in general, just so I can get through some of the layers of it. Without having to worry about the bots that play PvE mode failing me. PvE battle is a really neat concept. It really is. Having the Tinkaton that fights against, like, the waves of the Pokemon on paper is really fun. It's a really creative idea. I'm glad that they added it to the game. The first time that PvE mode came around. Really fun. I had a great time with it. You know, increased your skills over time. It was pretty fun to play it the first time. No real quarrels with the game. No real quarrels with PvE battle. Then, PvE battle came around the second time. Completely unchanged. And I'm like, oh, well, why would I ever do this now? I've already experienced the PvE battle and everything that it has to offer. Why would I do this? Because the PvE battle is extremely monotonous. You would think it would be hard to make beating waves of something extremely difficult, but it is not really PvE battle. It's more like, what is it? It's more like search and destroy, because you don't really care about, like, you don't really care about Tinkaton that much and, like, defeating the things. You just care about increasing your own stats. So instead, it is more important. Like, theoretically, if this was on a computer, you could just make, like, 5 computers play this game all at the same time, and nothing would change. You just have to write a script for them to figure it out. It is just a chore. There's nothing that changes about this, and it is so monotonous. I'll give it another minute or so, but we'll get into actually what PvE battle looks like. PvE battle had so much potential to be fun. However, they have completely thrown it out to dry. There's no redeeming PvE battle right now, unless they significantly change it. But they're not going to change it, because why would they change anything about PvE battle when it doesn't directly make them money? They should add PvE with new Pokemon already. Yeah, it doesn't change. None of the waves are different. It would be different if the waves were each, like, involved new things, or even if the waves were, like, in different order. Then it would be different, in a different order. Let's go ahead and get it started. But it would be different if the waves were in different order and used different things at different times. But it's just so incredibly monotonous because you just do the same thing every single time. And the upper limit to this game is crazy. They pretty much want you to play the final version of PvE mode like 70 times. But it doesn't change, so you're just doing the same thing 70 times. And then they started putting the dice behind it for the dice map. And they each cost 1,000 points. And the most points that you can get by completing this at the max level is 400. So to get all 4 dice that they offer through this, you have to play like 10 times at max level. And that's only if the people that you're playing with know what they're doing. Sometimes you can just get with people who just take forever. I don't know. Oh wait, I should pick Garchomp or Decidueye. Nobody's claimed you. I'm gonna grab Garchomp. It would have been cool to see either Kanto or Galarian Rapidash in this game, considering Kanto Rapidash is very well known and popular out of competitive play. For what? Competitive play in which game? A different order every time would be interesting. Just something to shake it up. Because there's not really any difficulty once you've, like, maxed all your stats to, like, level 3. There's just no difficulty. Whereas if it required you to do different things and meet, like, certain time constraints to move around the map, like, imagine you're on a wave where it starts out with, like, by spawning out really slow Pokemon in 2 lanes. And so you have your 2 Pokemon go up to 2 lanes, and then 2 Pokemon go into the other 2 lanes. And then midway through the wave, it spawns something really fast, like Electrodes. So you have to decide whether or not one person goes back to help deal with the Electrodes, or if you deal with the slow Pokemon that are already spawned in. Because the Electrodes will deal a lot of damage if they get to Tinkaton. Also, the first, like, 3 modes of this game just shouldn't exist. Like, the reason that they do it this way is because they don't want kids to feel bad for losing on, like, the hard mode immediately. So they break it up into 3 different modes for you to, like, build up your attack points. But the whole, like, skill system is just more frustrating than it is neat. Especially whenever, like, it doesn't transfer over to the next time you do PvE battle. It's just monotonous. Hopelessly monotonous to play PvE battle. I need to take this thing out. But no, it's just the same thing every time. Like, that Cotton... I'm forgetting that Pokemon's name, I'm so angry. What? It's not Cottony. What is that Pokemon called? I'm gonna keep calling it Cottony until I figure it out. But that Cottony will always spawn there, and it'll always make the Combees extremely tanky. And extremely annoying to deal with. Except for this. The Pokemon that spawn from the Hoopa portals are random. But they are the least impactful random thing about this entire experience. I guess I might... Wait, doesn't the wave... The first wave ends after this, doesn't it? So I might as well use my ult on this. Decidueye and Dragonite are best for this. I like using Garchomp because I can just fast attack everything down. And it gives me my health back. But I like Decidueye too. Decidueye's nice because it gives you the range. Eldegoss? Oh, you're right. It's called Eldegoss. Eldegoss. The talking about the Eldegoss kind of fell apart there, but the Eldegoss will always spawn there. It'll always make the Combi insanely tanky, and there's no actual strategy to it. You just have to fight the Eldegoss, and then fight the Vespiquen, who's making the Combi. Did I hit main menu? Oh, no, we're doing it again. Let me go... Now that I have 50 points, let me invest in my guy a little bit. Where is that? Is that in... I forget where that is. Is it down? It's down the bottom. Let me get an attack buff. I'll give it another extra minute or so, but the level up system that just eats your coins is just so monotonous. It's just you just have to do it. There's no real reason that you have to do it. You just have to do it. You have to beat all the 3 different levels to get the actual level where you can get coins to unlock the things that you want. I wish they had Palafin where he's in zero form for most of the time, and then he switches to hero form while fighting an enemy. That would be... I think Palafin has pretty good chance to be in this game at some point. Palafin's pretty iconic for Gen 9. Alright, let's get started with intermediate. We'll see how far we go here. Gonna grab Garchomp. They had so much potential in PvE battle. Because, like, they could have, like, walls that, like, lock off certain pathways that, like, make the Pokemon move different ways. But the field doesn't ever change in this game mode. So that doesn't happen. The Pokemon that they spawn in, realistically, other than when it spawns in, like, other player Pokemon, like Slowbros and stuff, they're just really boring to fight. Like, the most original one is, like, Tauros, who does, like, a dashing attack. But other than that, all the rest of them just attack you head-on. Like Baltoy, for example. Or Diggersby. They just slap you a little bit, or hit you with a projectile. Oops, I didn't actually notice the belly bolt was there. Ow. Alice got it. Tag me in, coach. Tag me in. See, that's like the most interesting attack one of these Pokemon that spawns in does. Oh, I guess the Vespiquen spawning Combi is kind of unique, but it's more annoying than anything else because the Combi moves so fast. They're pretty much always going to get to Tinkaton and deal damage to it. Let's get rid of you just so you can't spawn any more Pokemon. Oh, and another thing that's really annoying about PvE mode is that they have this one attack called, like, the Shockwave Charge Attack. And during the Shockwave Charge Attack, it's possible that based on your distance from other players that you can deal damage to each other. But if you're also within a distance of Tinkaton, you'll deal damage to Tinkaton with the Shockwave attack. And some people just don't have the lights on in their heads. But that means that you deal damage to the Tinkaton, and the damage is actually pretty significant when you look at it. I'm gonna die. That the Shockwave does. It chips off like if you're within range of it, it'll chip off like 20%. And the bots don't understand that. The bots will just chip off health from Tinkaton through the Shockwave attack. Which just boggles my mind. Because, like, I get it. If you're too close to each other, gotta spread out, that's a little unique. Kinda neat. However, the way that it's implemented, it just makes me disappointed in humanity. Because sometimes I'll play with people who actively, like, try to run into you with the, when the Shockwave attack is happening. And if you're a physical attacker, that means that you just can't attack the boss then whenever the Shockwave is happening. Mewtwo doing okay over here? I'm gonna join the Mewtwo for a bit. I think that this is... Oh, it's the Abra raid. So instead of it being a strategy thing, it's more like a you just don't get to play the game for a while thing. Which is fine if there was maybe like a 1 in 4 chance to get that specific attack. But that attack always happens, because everything is exactly the same. It's always Abras on this wave. There's just no variance to it whatsoever. Oh, hi. Is this the Zapdos one? I want to throw my attack into it, but no, this is Avalon. Take it. I'll take the hit. Oh, there goes Talonflame. But I feel like PvE mode is not entirely unredeemable. It's just that what they need to do is they need to make it more randomized by adding more types of waves and more Pokemon that can appear in waves. But in order to do that, they would have to... Like, they've used pretty much all of the models. So what they would need to do first is they would need to release a new map. Or just add Rayquaza or something as different from being Regigigas. Don't explode, don't explode. But they would need to add a new map so that they can get some new models in the game, even though they have a bunch of models from that original trailer, where there was, like, Galvantula and stuff. Oh, here's Shockwave. Let's see how many people end up damaging Tinkaton. Wow, look at that bar chip down. Well, I guess that's my fault. Legitimately, I think we lost like an extra 10 coins or so because of that charged attack. It's just such a dumb... Like, we either have to leave so that Zapdos can attack Tinkaton, or Tinkaton just destroys Tinkaton... Or Zapdos just destroys Tinkaton's health bar. It's so annoying. How many coins did we get there? 115 is actually pretty good. Give me just a sec while I upgrade myself. Let's get attack speed, and where's overall health? Let's get overall health. Oh, wow, we got a full party now. How extravagant. Oh, another thing about this game that's kind of small, but, like, it has to do with the matchmaking, is that the match is, like, near impossible to report people in this game for just not playing this game. And, like, deliberately self-KOing into the opponent. Because you can report them, but I don't understand what the purpose of reporting people is, because it doesn't do anything. Because the game already knows when someone's not moving. I'm gonna go this way. I feel like extra slow. I'm gonna get behind it just so it has to turn around to hit me. gonna hide behind the Dartrix for a bit here. I'll Dragon Rush anything that comes out that's too crazy. That was pretty crazy. Oh, I'm headed this way. No, Sean. Okay, you're too fast. Wait, is this one still... Oh, this one's still alive over here. Even in spin-off games, you can't escape legendary Pokemon. I mean, yeah, that's fair. There are legendaries after all. Let's cover these things. I'm just barely outpacing the Hoopla bound. Okay. I need that. Okay, it's fine. It's fine, I'll just heal up naturally. I'm actually gonna go... The Mewtwo ended the Decidueye went up that way, so I'm gonna wait to see what happens. Okay, that is what happened. I got it, I got it. I'll intercept it. This is a Delphox. I don't want to deal with that. I'm a Garchomp. Okay. One reason I don't play competitive very often, online casual matches are just legendary spammers with no thought or creativity. Yeah, they can get you down sometimes. Skill will always beat legendaries, though. As long as you know what you're doing, you can beat any legendary. Except Urshifu, I hate that guy. Urshifu is like the only except for restricted ones, certain restricted ones, but Urshifu is the only legendary that I think actively needs toned down a little bit. I think here's my proposed changes for don't be happy. My proposed changes for Urshifu is that in the same way that Intimidate has some abilities that it can't intimidate, like Inner Focus or Oblivious, I think that all abilities that have armor should on them, or like are armor themed, should not be able to be hit through Protect. And then also Urshifu's Protect should only do like half damage. That is how I would rebalance Urshifu. I'm just gonna spawn soon, because I'm gonna die. Just make it so that there's some, like, ability counterplay through, like Armor Tail, like, Fertigraph can no longer be hit through Protect. And it's not just Urshifu, like, any ability that has armor, as long as they're using the move Protect, they cannot be hit through the Protect. So it would function for moves like Mighty Cleave on Iron Boulder and Hyper Drill on what's his face? The Dunsparce. And it would also work on Feint. No, don't explode. Uh-oh. Oh, looks like everybody got out of the way. Alright, just 2 more waves. I'm gonna get knocked out, but I'm gonna move him backwards before I get knocked out. The Snorlax just gonna block me? The one and only time I ever used a legendary in the base game was a bulky dual screens Miraidon support. For like Terra raids? I mean, Terra raids I have no problems with using legendaries in. If it's a better Pokemon and guarantees more consistently that you'll beat the Terra raids, then just do it. This is the end, isn't it? Might as well. Not so bad. I'm gonna leave the lobby ID up for a little bit in case anybody needs it, but then I'm gonna do some upgrades in like 10 seconds. Okay. Let's see, what do I want? I want... Yeah, give me recovery effect. I don't really need move cooldown. Now I just need... Actually, give me crit increase and speed increase. Yeah, am I out of... I think I'm out of things to complain about Unite. Like, we did have the EX raid system, which made certain Pokemon just extremely busted. But now they're getting rid of that and making all the Pokemon much closer to each other, so that's good. That's a good thing to do. But for the love of everything, just introduce a new map. And put the score on the screen. And decrease the number of bot games so that you can just make it so that, like, how do I specifically want them to fix the bot problem? Just specifically make it so that I can enter a queue that takes longer but guarantees that I play with actual people. I'm gonna play some Scarlet and Violet. Well, good luck. Did you know Wigglytuff has a very good niche in both Gen 8 and Gen 9? Is it... What's Wigglytuff do? You're competitive? Is it just competitive into Incineroar? Is that what the bargaining point for using Wigglytuff is? I guess we'll see what we get. Oh wait, I gotta grab Gorchomp. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll play with some people who have absolutely already grinded out their stats here. I can't think of another thing to complain about in Pokemon Unite. I think I'm out of things. Oh, they keep increasing the amount of coins that each Pokemon cost. However, I don't think that that's too much of a problem. It doesn't solve the problem that they think it does, which is trying to get more people to buy actual Pokemon. It just means that the people who already have bought Pokemon have mounds of coins sitting around, and so it just drains those people a little bit faster, but they're not making Pokemon fast enough to be getting people to actually pay who weren't previously paying. I'm gonna go... Actually, I guess I might as well just die. Unless... Yeah, now I can die. The Trevenant seems to be fine. I think I'll just go back into my initial lane. Oh, hi. Hi, Eldegoss. A Hardwall's Dragapult being a normal and fairy type is immune to both stabs. That is true. You are immune to both ghost and dragon type attacks. I don't think that's specifically enough to justify running Wigglytuff on a team, but it is quite unique. Okay, I'm gonna see where people go. I'm definitely missing things to complain about in Pokemon Unite that I can't think of right now. I got hit by the bug buzz. Didn't. Oh, that wasn't very smart. I was like, I'll roll into the wall and then roll past it, but the Avalugg was using Ice Spinner, so it KO'd me instantly. I wanted to get behind it and then use my ult, but that did not happen. What? Why is this Duraludon indestructible? Oh my gosh. You get back here. Aww. It's only justified Dragapult because again, like how you could use Golduck to counter Primal Guardon. That's true. You could do that. But with the Calyrexes being the big dogs and the restricted formats, I really don't see Dragapult coming into the fray anytime soon. I'm just gonna deal with these things. It's low enough health. They'll be able to deal with it. Oh, I only survived that because I was hitting like 6 things at one time, so my HP recovery was insane there. Greninja, go fix something. I don't care what, just go fix something. Also forgot Cloud9 does Aurora Veil too. I mean, it negates all the weather, so that made sense. Makes perfect sense. Don't you walk away from me. Get back here. What is... Oh, the Abras. Oh, I think our Snorlax isn't with us right now. Oh, no, they're back. Let the Snorlax defeat the Mr. Mime, because I have the Electro Wall right now, and I want to use that on a boss. Look, a boss. I missed. Oh, the specific Ice Spinner felt like it did a lot of damage. There's no one else around me, so I'm gonna go for the boss. Okay. Ah, no, my controller battery is dying. I Ravine did a lot. That's right, keep hitting me, keep it. No, 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 keep hitting me, keep hitting me, keep hitting me, keep hitting me. I'm over here, Reggie. You hit me, hit me, hit me. Look, you hit me, and my HP goes down, and I make it go right back up. And you're not gonna be able to beat me unless you keep hitting me. Oh, that was close. That's got me thinking with Alolan Ninetales still being popular, I think I found my solution. In the current regulation? You more want to use Cloud9 for like Kyogre and Kyogre, Groudon, and Koraidon. Is then you probably negate photosynthesis with Cloud9, right? The weather one. If it's booster energy, then you don't, but another small thing is that there's so many things on this screen. I don't know why they didn't just make another screen, because there used to only be like 2 or 3 things on this screen, but now it's like, here's the deluxe hollowware you can get, here's Unite Club, here's teaming up with people, here's entering the codes, here's invite a friend and returning trainer support, here's all your collectible stuff, here's this thing that never disappears, here's this other thing that never disappears, here's this third thing that never disappears after you claim it. Check out the official Unite forum. Like, there's just so much stuff here. It's so cluttered. It's a rather small thing, but... it's just rather strange. Well, I'm willing to run Panic Parade back one more time. And after that, I think I'll be done with Pokemon Unite. For another 6 months. The menus are really cluttered. Yeah, I struggle to navigate them. That's another thing to complain about. That's probably on purpose. There's so many currencies and difficult things to navigate about this game that it is on purpose so that you can just do away with them by spending money on the game. It's purposely confusing to have all these different currencies and different items without explanations of what they do. And it doesn't benefit them to change them, because it doesn't directly make any money. Dang, this Tremor is really fast. Like, it's still a Phantom, but, like, they're fast. I think that Zoro is about to get knocked out. I'm gonna go catch them. No, don't hit that. That hits back hard. Okay, I deleted most of the combies from this row. Which one is the real one? Is it the one with the icon above its head? With the ball, like the other two don't? Who can tell? We're doing pretty good. Oh, I forgot that the dragon rushing through something doesn't actually hurt the Abras for some reason. Probably because they don't move through it, but... Ooh, Electro. I've redeemed myself with the wall. Uh-oh. Don't let me lose the 5. Okay, okay, we're good. Way so that everybody doesn't get shocked. This is fun. I like that part of the game. I'm gonna sit in the middle and see who needs help. I think the Masquerada does. I got you. Tag me in, tag me in. Oh, it's another Garchomp. Hi, Giant Cheesy Boy. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Unfortunately, though, this is probably my last Unite game, and then we're gonna... Or my last... It's hard to call this a game. This is gonna be my last... Last chore session. Double Garchomp all. Well, who knows? Maybe if I get too frustrated with bots for the PvE mode this week. We'll do another Pokemon Unite stream just to fill time. I should really just go get the Vespiquen, huh? Oh, it has a... Okay, but I couldn't have cooked anyways. I just got home from a long flight. I get that. I get that. Did you at least enjoy your trip? I'm getting a lot of damage dealt to me, but I'm also dealing a lot of damage, so I'm healing very fast. Oh boy. Hi, bud. It's me, but without a healing factor. I might as well spawn myself in. Because the only thing I can't attack at this point is a boss. Uh-oh. A move I will definitely be running on my Duck will be Water Sport. Okay. I'm willing to entertain a lot of ideas about competitive Pokemon. However, Water Sport Golduck is not one of them. I don't know what matchup you're playing to use Water Sport Golduck in. However, there are just so much other better things to do than Water Sport Gold. Is Water Sport even in Scarlet and Violet? I feel like they would have cut those moves out. Just because they are so not good, Mud Sport and Water Sport. Like, I don't know who told you that Water Sport is a good one, but they have led you astray. They removed it in Gen 7 because it was useless. Yeah, that's what I thought. I haven't had to think about Water Sport and Mud Sport in a long time. Actually, I have a decent number of points now. Just give me the 3. Alright, well that's not how I wanted to end things, so I'm gonna roll all 25 of my energy rewards. Oh, I guess I didn't really talk about emblems that much. I don't really have a problem with emblems, and in fact, I think they're a good addition to the game. It just stinks that it costs money to combine the ones that you already have a lot of. Because I want to use that for Pokemon. Like, why would I use money to upgrade 3 bronze emblems into a silver one? Like, that should just be automatic. If I have 3 bronze emblems. Can we do a custom at least with the viewers? Yeah, sure. Why not? I thought it. Oh, my daily one doesn't count. So I only get 4 here. Alright. Let's make a new lobby, and we'll do a custom just to wrap everything up with a bow. Hopefully we get at least 4, because then we can have, like, a pretty average team. What is draft pick? Oh, I could do... Let's do Ketchum. I like Ketchum. Ketchum's also smaller. Wait, do we just want to do it? All four of us versus one person? So make it... Well, I don't want it to be a 2v2, because it'll be too empty. So we'll add a bot for each side. Alright. I'm gonna pick something that I've never used before. Who have I never used before? I don't think I've ever used... Oh, I haven't used I bought Ceruledge and Phalanx today, but I haven't ever used them yet. I want to see how they work. I also need to change their loadouts. Just give me anything. Give me Muscle Band. That way I at least have 3 items. Yes, I know I can just use Brain Dance, but hey, I've said before, I'm very different than most people when it comes to strategy. I used an Endure, Weakness, Poly, Bug Trio for crying out loud. I mean, I don't think that's a strategy, though. I think that's just using a worse option. Lava Plume. Oh, Lava Plume's like a little spread attack. Can we beat this right now? Oh, we can super beat this right now. Oh, and I'm Ceruledge in 5 levels. Oh, I guess this is a halfway game. Oh, good spot. Oh, that takes a long time to charge. They got all the experience. Ow. What do I get after takedown? Oh, I get Phantom Force or Flame Charge. Let's go Phantom Force. Spend Force. Oh, it's not really Seems like Phantom Force is more like Astonish. Whenever Hoopa has Astonish. I also can't tell if Bitterblade is healing me. Yeah, Bitterblade is healing me. Oh, it's like a 2-prong attack. So you get to pick which you Phantom Force for like a moment of invulnerability, and then that was an ult. Ow. You Phantom Force for like a moment of invulnerability, but if you don't pick a direction, then it pops you out. Interesting. What does the ult do? Oh, it does that. Well, that's wasted. Oh, I got out of there. Mine. Okay, got a little greedy there. I'm gonna get you. Oh, they juked. Ah, they Bitterbladed all their health back. That's kind of fun, though. I like the Phantom Force. The Phantom Force is pretty fun. Because nobody knows where you're gonna attack. Oh, it's kind of hard to aim, though. The Ceruledge mirror is kind of weird, though. Oh, there we go. No, don't you come in here. I just cleaned up this mess. Alright, well, we'll see what happens. What a Ceruledge fight. I mean, that did get pretty heated towards the end there. The Ceruledge mirror. But a lot of it felt like You know the Dragon Ball meme where they're like both punching at the same time, and one of them is dodging really fast at the same time, and there's absolutely no connections hitting? That's what that felt like. That's a lot of damage. I feel like I was not trying that hard. That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Like, Flex Take can't fix that. Well, that was fun. I actually really did enjoy playing Sarah Ledge there for a little bit. Oh, I'll play Sarah Ledge some more in my free time, see how I like it. If I like it, then we might be back during next week. Oh, we might be lagging because my computer might be a little overheated, but it's the end anyway, so I don't really care. So, thank you guys so much for stopping on by. If you liked it, maybe consider leaving a like, because that helps me out a lot. And even consider subscribing, because that also helps me out a lot. And I will see you in the next live stream or video. Thank you very much.